fitty fit to get it back up again, but we have done it. We have done it. I've got it back up, and unfortunately, Mansell, while I was away, there's been a load of drivers, unfortunately, that's been cutting corners, literally.
And yeah, cutting corners. Obviously, Energy Dan did put in the driver's briefing, if you cut these corners in your in lap or your out lap, it's an instant disqualification. And I've seen Leclerc. I'm on board with Leclerc right now to see if he's going to do it.
And I'm watching him as well.
And there you go.
Oh dear, oh dear, Leclerc, man, you should have read the driver's briefing by now.
Yeah, as I've just said, Dan did put in the briefing. If you do that, it will be an instant disqualification from the race. So we'll be.
Now,
if you are watching
this is disappointing, Mansell, because this is GP1. They're supposed to be setting a prime example, aren't they?
Yeah, yeah. It's not acceptable. I've seen, obviously, when the stream was down, I've seen, I think IFR Joey did it, and Nazareth did it as well. Those are the 3 drivers I've caught doing it.
How disappointing. Well,
I mean, I don't want to get mad, but it's a GP1.
It's a shame.
Come on, guys.
It's a real shame for GP1, though, isn't it?
Yeah, unfortunately.
So watching Leclerc right now, Warbeek moves. They say Warbeek can go off the track, just let Leclerc through. That's fine.
That's acceptable. Yeah, that's fine.
Beast Tass is retired, which is fair enough. So
at the moment we've got Jensen Nar on pole position with a 1 minute 27.1 on the soft. All these guys are on the soft, so unless we get in rain for the race, I do not know.
But yeah, it was just unfortunately we didn't cut all of that, but I did see where we did catch Leclerc cutting this part of the chicane here, literally going straight on to complete his lap, which is it was pretty much a shame, really.
Yeah, he's been on it. I think it's done 3 laps now, and on all of his in laps and out laps, he's cut that chicane.
What a shame. Dear. I don't know. Well, Warbeek's got a fun time, isn't he? Bless him.
Yeah. I have recorded Leclerc as well doing it. So Warbeek, if you do want that footage, I'll give it to you. Unfortunately, I did miss Nazareth and Joey did it, but I know Joey did it because I saw him do it on the track map, and I'm not 100% if Joey did it.
So Leclerc's about to cross the line now in the Red Bull. He'll set on 1 minute 27.4, put into P6. But that the Stewarts probably will see something different than that, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
It's a shame. It really is a shame. A guy like Leclerc as well, Mansell.
He's such a quick driver. He's probably at the moment the quickest driver in GP1, and you know, to do that, come on. This is why these guys need. This is an example where you need to look at the driver's briefing, because if you don't know what's going on, then yeah.
Jensen gets pole position in the racing points. Warbeek gets second. Lazard third. Beast Tass fourth. Fruitful fifth. Dobby sixth. Leclerc 7th, IFR Joey 8th, Nazareth 9th, Sedgwick's 10th, Lost Souls 11th, Meleva in 12th, and Samad in P13. Well, that's qualifying out the way. We'll forget about what just happened. We'll leave that to the gratefulness of the stewards.
Yeah.
But let's see how this all plans out in the race. So we've got a bone dry qualifying sessions here today. Glad to see how it all plans out. So what's your predictions, guys? What's your predictions for this race? Mansell, do you have any predictions?
Who have we got? So I'm going to say, obviously I'm going to say Dobby on the podium. I'm going to say P2 for him. Winner, I'm going to say Warbeek. And Leclerc, P3. But again,
I'm thinking Dobby for the win.
So.
I'm thinking Dobby for the win. And I'm thinking Jensen second. And I'm thinking... one of the... I'm going to go with Samad. Because you are one of the Ferraris. One of the Ferraris, I think. Malamo or Samad for me. Because they'll be having the fresher tyres.
That's true. Very
okay,
true.
speaking of the tyres, let's see what we got. Oh! Speaking of Melema, that's very interesting to see.
Hards. Okay.
So he's going very long, which is not a bad idea to be fair. Hard mediums will definitely work.
Yeah, I think on this game the softer tyres do perform better on lower fuels. So it is probably he has got a good idea to get the hardest tyre out of the way first, and then obviously the softer tyre towards the end.
Oh, Mental Q Fighter, Air Safe 1. We can't find Conrad. I think we can't find Conrad, can't we?
I do not know.
Well, Conrad, if you would have marked yourself in, man, this wouldn't have happened.
Let me just check his GP1 thing to say if he's in or not.
Yeah, please check for me, man.
X-Ray GP1. He has accepted it, but I did check it about an hour ago, and yeah.
Yeah, I accepted it.
He's accepted it now, but I think he had to do it like 2 hours or 1 hour before the race. I did check that before.
You see, when it comes up, I do it straight away, just to help the admins.
Yeah, exactly. You should always do it. When it comes up straight away, you should do it
straight away. It doesn't even take you like a second.
Yeah. Conrad, I would like to get you in, but unfortunately, you're just a bit too late to accept it. That's the thing. You need to accept 2 hours. I don't know what the GP1. I don't know if they do the same as the rest.
I think 2 to 3 hours prior to the race.
Yeah.
But anyways, this Jensen lines his racing point on pole position. Let's see if he can convert this one to the win. Warbeek second, Lazard third. Beastaz fourth, Fruitful in fifth, Dobby in sixth, Leclerc and Ifar Joey are in 7th and 8th, Nazareth ninth, Sanchevitz 10th, Lost Souls in 12th, and the two Ferraris are Malamo and Saman on 12th and 13th. Let's have a good show today for the final day of GP1. Tomorrow is the Reserves Championship as we go to Austria, but this is GP1 tonight. As the 5 lights go out, we'll say boogity, boogity, boog. Let's go racing in France. And Jensen gets a very good start. Warbeek on the outside, and as he approaches turn 1, side by side they go. As we got through, looks like Lazard has gone into second place there. Very good start from Lazard. As we got the two Alfa Romeo side by side, and they got the Red Bull on the inside of the Renault of Nazareth. Nazareth covers him off though, really good stuff from him. And we got some damage on the inside of Nazareth, almost collecting GP Leclerc there. I think he might have collected, yes, there is a piece of damage broken off on the side of that Renault. And we got IFR Joey now coming towards the inside of the Renault of Nazareth. But looks like he's backed off away from him. We've got another battle right now of Warbeek and GP Leclerc. Side by side they go and go wheel to wheel. And GP Leclerc swings himself into 4th place as Lazard is pursuing his chase after Jensen. Jensen, very consistent driver. He's very cool, calm and collected under pressure. So he's looking very good right now. Let's have a look at Sanchevitz. And as he gets a good view of IFR Joey and Nazareth battling side by side. And right now, Joey gets in front of Nazareth. Lost Souls is right behind Sanchevitz's Mercedes. And looks like at the moment is looking very close to Lost Souls, almost pushing the Mercedes there of Sanchevitz down towards the main straight. So now they're pushing turn 1. So right now, Mansell, is down to tyre deg.
Yeah, exactly. Dobby, he lost out to start. He's all the way down in P11, the championship leader.
Ouch. That's a big ouch. So the harder tire runners of Lost Souls, Melima and Saman.
Yeah.
Do they need to like get past these guys quickly to make their strategy work?
Not really. No, they can literally sit back if they wanted to, because right now the mediums and hards they will be quicker than the softs straight away off the back. Seems like Dobby making a move on Melima.
GP1 Leclerc side by side with Fruitful. He's overtaken the Alfa Romeo, looking on board on his Red Bull. Nice camera shot. Let's go to Beast Haas. Where is he?
He's got the overtake done on Melima.
So Beast Haas overtakes Melima. Of course, on those softer compounder tyres. Nazareth and Sanchevitz, they just overtaking each other. Big dive there by Nazareth there. Fruitful, he's looking very good at the moment. Line there in P4. Crazy final lap though in Canada, man. So we thought Alfa Romeo had a double podium, then F1 Dobby just ruins it, don't it?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, a guy with no penalties does everything, don't it?
Yeah. We saw that with Dobby as well. I think he finished P10. He shot right up to P2 without any penalties. Talking about penalties, Nazareth and Lazard are the first one with penalties. 3 second tyre penalty for both of them for track limits.
And the track limits here, they are quite aggressive. It is a testing circuit, so runoff areas are a thing here. But you have to think of it, it's not as bad. It's the craziest sounds, man, so it's not as bad as Austria, let's say the least. Austria's worse for track limits.
Yeah, obviously, got Lost Souls trying to make a move on Nazareth, but he's holding back for a second. Yeah, as you said, Austria, it's the last 2 corners. Those are the 2 corners that you're going to struggle with. Track limits. It's such high-speed corner, and those last 2 corners, yeah. If you cut them, you're going to get a warning, fortunately.
Yeah, definitely. I'm trying to keep up with it all. I mean, there's so much going on. We've got GP1 Leclerc on the back of Lazard for P2. Melima is on the back of his teammate right now. So these soft tires are trying to get away right now from these medium and hard tire runners. Right now, Nazareth comes in, possibly for his wing change. Dobby comes in as well, very early from F1 Dobby there. Is Dobby got a wing change?
So Nazareth goes on to new medium, so he's going to have to do a 2-stop.
Joey with the penalty.
Anyway. And he comes in with just new tyres, no front wing.
So very early stop there for F1 Dobby there. Probably committed to a 2-stop, but track position here in France, as crazy as it sounds, is very, very, very vital.
Yeah, it is. Very important. It's a bit like Monaco in a way. It's important because it's just because of that pit lane. It's so long and so slow that you lose so much time through the pit lane.
I mean, that's the nature of this track though, because you think about it, it's just the pit entry itself is slow, but the whole pit itself, you lose your 30 seconds of time. It's so vital to get a good gap and a good turnabout of pace around here. I mean, I tried that in GP3 and I literally just went backwards on the softs. But it looks like these guys here in GP1 know how to manage the soft tires around here in France. It's a very fair place to them.
Yeah, obviously they changed the pit lane. I think it's the first game that they changed it. Obviously 2019 and 2018 they had the pit lane entry on our start finish straight, so they changed that, and it's actually the pit lane now is longer now because of that.
It is longer in some ways. It feels like some sort of extension.
Yeah.
Lazard is now in the 6 second zone. Leclerc gets a 3-second penalty. Jensen at the moment, holding his own at the moment, doing a very good job up in front. Let's check in on the leaders actually, see how they're cracking on.
So,
let's go to Leclerc.
Has gone on to new medium tyres, so he'll be doing a 2-stop.
Okay. Leclerc now on the back of Lazard, DRS in the overtake mode, button on, and then he flies past Lazard into second place. but we don't know if Leclerc is actually going to be even classified in the race because of excursion of the track limits in qualifying, but that will be a little bit of another story. So right now, Leclerc is 1.1 behind Jensen right now. Let's go to Fruitful, who's on the back of Lazard. And speaking of these two, Mansell, Lazard and Fruitful, what a battle they had last week in Canada. That was exciting to watch.
Well, with GP1's always exciting, Oliver. You know that already. It's so close on down the field. The GP1 is probably produces the best racing in SSR in a way.
So Lazard is in for his stop. Excuse me, I just had a bit of a yawn. So right now, Fruitful is trying to chase down Leclerc. Jed's right now holding his own, but we're getting a good feel for this track right now. Try to look after the tyres really well there. So yeah, so right now, hard tyres for Melema. That's his preferred choice. Trying to do a one stop, I believe.
Yeah, I think this is around about the time where soft runners will start to be coming in now.
So Fruitful trying to chase down Leclerc. Oh, excuse me, long day. So, Los Sols on the medium tyres is going to go right past IFR Joey, side by side they go, and that will be Los Sols into 5th place in the McLaren. So the McLaren moves up into 5th place. He's 2.5 seconds behind Warby, but IFR Joey not letting him go right now, doing a very good job sticking behind him right now. He's 1/10 of a second behind. Made a no test behind him. It's side by side at the moment. Very, very close between the two. Inches for touching, almost making contact, but looks at Los Sols.
Oh! Joey spun it exactly where I spun it yesterday.
And he reset it. Oh, naughty, naughty IFR Joey. And no, not supposed to reset your car into the track, baby. Not supposed to do that. Naughty, naughty. Come on, GP1. You're trying to set a prime example here.
And Joey has pitted as well.
Naughty, naughty from IFR Joey there. Looks like Red Bull are right now not having their own way right now when it comes to the rules.
No, again, I'm not 100% sure if Joey did cut that chicane in qualifying, but we'll see what the stewards say about that.
But resetting the track, no go. Checking off Ferrari right now, Samad and Melema. Right now they're holding the run at the moment on the hard tyres, both of them on the hard tyres. The Ferrari boys doing a very, very good job right now, keeping it consistent, showing very, very good pace. I'm really up for Ferrari for this race, man. So it looks like they're in for a very good strategy, and it looks like their race could actually come to plan today.
Yeah, so I was doing some practice lobbies during coming up to this France weekend, and if you do a two-stop, you're losing around 10 seconds track time. Around about 10 seconds if you do a two-stop compared to the one-stop.
Yeah.
So, yeah, one-stop's definitely quicker around.
And there goes Samad. A little look on Beast has there, but Beast has holds his own. So right now holding on to positions, Jensen, Leclerc, Fruitful comes in, so the leaders are coming in now. So this will give a few positions gained for Lost Souls. Lost Souls in a very good position at the moment on those medium tyres. He can go straight to the hards after a stint, and he'll be all cooking. And there comes Samad down the inside of Beast Task, easiest pie, and through he goes into the 3rd place position as Warby gets his penalty for exceeding the track limits. Let's have a look at his teammate of Melema, who's done 7 laps on the hard tyres.
He will want to get past Beast Task as soon as possible now, because he knows Beast Task tyres are dead.
And you can tell, because look how much Samad is driving the way due to the amount of gripper that he has. It's unbelievable. Yeah. As Melema swings down to the inside, and he'll take the 4th position away from Beast Haas, and he'll go into 4th place. Ferrari running 3 and 4. They're looking very good at the moment. The guy who's looking very, very good at the moment.
Warbeck's burn. Warbeck's burn.
I
He's down
just
in
noticed that.
P5.
Wow.
And he's got front wing damage. Very unlucky.
Ouch.
And we've got safety car. Oh, you have a safety car?
Safety
I'm
car.
guessing that was for Warby.
So right now we've got a safety car at the moment. So
This is really gonna help Beast and Warby and the two medium runners, because they can come in for hards now. Hards will get to the end surely.
and Lost Souls is doing that. Saman is doing that. Melima, why not stay out? Oh, Saman has got himself a penalty. 5 seconds for spinning in the pit lane.
Yeah.
Ouch.
So, in a way, Melima won't be happy with his safety car because he can't go on to another set of hards, because obviously he needs to have 2 different sets during the Grand Prix. So he's got no choice but to carry on, because those mediums won't get to the end.
No. But this is good to help Lost Souls in a big way. Right now,
Massive way.
I'm counting Lost Souls right now, or any of them on those fresh hards, as the favourites. So right now, game on here in France.
Yeah, so I think all these guys are now going to be on the hard tyres by the looks of it. Apart from Melima at the end, because obviously he will need to pit now. So he's going
And
to come
for
out
Dobby
right
is in
back
for his
after
stop.
this.
He's gone to the hard tyres. Look
Yeah.
at that. All of them on hards. Ain't that a lovely sight?
I don't think we've ever had that in SFR. Whole field on hard tyres.
And you even check them out as well.
Exactly.
So right now, the running order after that round of pit stops, we got Melima in the lead based on the oldest set of hard tyres you can imagine. Done at the 8 laps, Lazard in second, Jensen in third, Leclerc in fourth, Lost Souls in fifth, Saman in sixth, Fruitful in seventh, Beast has eighth, Wolbing in ninth, Joey in 10th, Centrivitz in 11th, Dobby, who's in 12th, and Nazareth in P13 after the safety car. So
no one hasn't retired yet, which is a good thing to see.
no, which is a good sign. So right now, the race is looking pretty even right now, I had to say the least. Anyone can win this race. I mean, anyone can. I think this is a race that it's going to be really another real close finish today, which is be really, in my mind, pretty exciting.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm just looking at the position change now, and Melima's made the most positions. Obviously, he hasn't stopped yet, and I think it's Warby's that's lost the most positions.
Ouch.
Obviously, because of that early spin, and Dobby's still all the way down in P12.
But
So,
don't
wow.
counter F1. No. Don't counter F1W for anything, man. So you know what he's like.
yeah, I mean, he's got a race to do if he wants to get another podium again.
What he needs, Mansell, is a proper champion's drive. That's what he needs.
Yeah, and so far, I think we know he's definitely it's his championship to lose. And I know it's really still early on in the championship, but he's 53 points ahead of Jensen. So it is definitely his championship to lose now.
So yeah, after this race, we're moving on to round 11 of the season. We are going to a very good track in Austria. One of the driver's favourite circuits is Austria. High speed, plenty of overtaking to go around. You can set almost, I mean, if you're a GP1 driver, probably almost hit a minute or so.
Yeah,
you can hit 1 minute 1 or 1 minute 2.
I think these GP1 drivers can hit the 1 minute 1 or the 1 minute mark. At the moment, I think I'm doing a 1 minute 2 in GP2. That's GP2 pace. So yeah, I reckon these guys will be doing.
Are you excited, Mansell, that we are finally going to a very good circuit in Austria?
Oh, I love that circuit. I don't think no one doesn't love that circuit. Everyone loves it. It's such a short, flowing track. It really is.
Proper old school.
Yeah.
So, safety car is coming in this lap. Melima is now the control car. Rocking out the number 14 on a Ferrari. The last one to do that, Fernando Alonso. No, it's not. Am I wrong? Yes, I'm wrong actually. But
No, you're
it is
not.
Alonso's number, so we'll count it.
He did run that number when he was at Ferrari in 2014. That's the last time he had a number 14.
Oh, there we go. Thank you, Mansell. Mr. Statistics back again. Thank you so much for that. So, Mellema about to set off in GP1 for the restart. He's got his work cut out on 9-lap on hards. But he's a good driver though, he knows what to do. And it looks like he's kicking off. There he goes. Puts his foot down. Good restart there for Mellema. As he gets away from Lazard. Lazard fell asleep. So well done to Lemaire.
Right on the back of Jensen. He's looking for a move. Trying to go down the inside. And side by side, I think there's a slight little touch. Still side by side. They're going to go through that chicane. And Leclerc does get the move done.
Good move there by GFO Leclerc. Doing all he can at the moment to try and do anything in this race. Let's see what he can do when he takes on Lazard. So right now, look at this beautiful helicopter shot right there. As all the cars slaloming about in this beautiful circuit. But look at that, IFR Fruitful having a little sneaky look on Samad. But Fruitful sticking where he is. So right now, as all the cars fleeing through this very fast chicane here on the first part of Mistral Straight, and now they're heading towards the fast right. Well, if it's a right, isn't it? Yes, a right. Look at this. Fruitful goes down the inside of Sam before even the turn even came up there. Beautiful move by Fruitful, and he'll swing himself into the 6th place position.
Yeah, so it looked like Fruitful was using ERS there where Samad wasn't, so it looked like quite an easy move for Fruitful in the end.
So right now, Beast Tassimo is now going to try and take on the FRA once they come around. Lost Souls on the back of Jensen. Very, very close between those two. But it's GP1. It's always close in GP1. There's always nothing in it. As we got Lazard had a little sneaky look at the Ferrari there, Lazard, but nothing 4-2 given. Mansell's doing a very good job though, trying to sneak into all these battles for me. As we try to catch them on camera. We're looking at Lost Souls on the back of Jensen. As they swing through this very slow technical section here. And now they're going to unleash the power. Look at Mellema, always taking a different line there to Lazard there. Very interesting to see that. Beast Tass is looking very, very tasty behind Samad. We're looking at Lost Souls and trying to close in even more on Jensen. But right now these guys are just in a train at the moment to see if they can find any position right now. So right now Lazard is trying to figure something to get past Mellema. As we got Leclerc on the back of Lazard, trying to have a look at the down the inside, have a little switchback move there. Doesn't even work, so he has to go down. Oh, and Lazard was hit to the back of Mellema. That's checked him up, and Leclerc takes advantage of this, goes down the inside and actually made the move stick. Absolutely fantastic with Defra Leclerc. Literally taking advantage of Lazard being checked up behind Mellema. That was a supreme move.
So Lazard will not be happy with that. Very unfortunate for him. Because he's just lost position now. Now Leclerc is on the back of Mellema, with Mellema trying to pull away from this train, because obviously he still needs to pit, and at the moment he'll come out in last place.
Yeah, pretty much so. And look at Leclerc literally giving poor old Mellema a very hard time, because Leclerc is pretty much one of the fastest drivers here in GP1. But right now it's not looking good for Mellema. Lost Souls is giving Jensen a real hard time, trying to give him a good time, give him a good fight or whatever. We'd like to hear Lost Souls has never been on the podium here in GP1 for a fact. We've got Leclerc on the back of Mellema, and he's going for the lead here. Down the inside, easy as pie, like a hot knife through hot butter, and the Red Bull swings into the lead here in GP1, at least the French Grand Prix.
Leclerc now has the lead of the French Grand Prix.
And look at this, and oh, it's 3-1 then Lazard. Now we're going to look at the Ferrari and Mellema. I think the tyre difference is catching up to Mellema here. Lazard trying to look at Melema giving an almighty squeeze, but look at Lazard taking advantage of the grip of the tyres. But right now, Melema is struggling, and Lazard looking very, very tasty. Right now behind the Ferrari. Can Lazard make this advantage counter? Because Lazard might want to get past the Ferrari here to give any chance of overtaking him here. But Jensen is having other ideas. He wants to get past the Renault, but still Lazard holds on.
I'd just like to make a comment as well. Dobby is in last place at the moment and he looks like he's struggling. He's struggling to keep up with his pack, so there's something wrong with that car.
It's either something wrong with the car, or is Dobby just not finding France one of his favourite circuits? Because drivers do have the strong and weak circuits.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. But yeah, he's really struggling there today.
Not one of his favourite tracks, probably. So Lost Souls trying to have another look at Jensen. Lazard on the back of Melema. Look at this. Look at this. It's just car after car after car after car after car in all these corners.
Here comes Lost Souls on Jensen. He's going to try and go down the around the outside of Jensen.
This is brave if he tries this.
See, Jensen's light.
Look at Lost Souls giving him a bit. Jensen another dummy, but still Jensen holds on. Very good stuff from him there. And look at Fruitful. Fruitful down the inside. Oh, but Lost Souls just covers him off though. Very good racing from Lost Souls. But Fruitful giving Lost Souls a hell of a time here. Trying to give him all he's got, but looks like Lost Souls.
And B-Sass has made a move on Samad. Massive, just in the Daniel Ricciardo dive bomb on Samad, and he's got the move done.
But it looks like Samad is having none of it though. He wants to take B-Sass back, and he wants to take that 7th place back to his own. But he has to back off from Beast-Task. But look at this. Look at Samad. He's given loads of confidence for that chicane. But Beast-Task holds on even more. But look at Samad down the inside. Can he make the move stick? Side by side they go. Oh, he's touching wheels now. Now they're going into the right court. Into his right hand. And Samad gets his penalty. Forcing Beast-Task off the track. And look at that wall being absolutely unbelievable save.
How did he save that?
That was unbelievable!
Good save from Warby. Jerry gets past him as well. So,
well, next time he comes on screen, he can now next audition for Tokyo F1 next. We need to go to Lazard because he's on the inside of Melema and gets the move done, flies through, bang, and into the 2nd place position. Next car is a very tricky one. That is GP1 Leclerc. Melema trying all he can at the moment to get past him, but looks like the 14 lap hole difference on Melema's tyres paying not very good, not paying him any good, isn't it, Matzel?
Yeah, obviously he's got the older tyres at the moment and he still needs a pit, so he's not having a great time at the moment.
And Leclerc sets the fastest lap of the race. So what Melema needs is a safety car, really, man, doesn't he? Just to help out his strategy, isn't it?
Oh, he needs that right now because he knows that he'll be in last place when he comes out of the pits. And quite far down. Wow.
Lovely camera shot on with Melema. To see all the cars it's like a beautiful orchestra of cars taking the racing line here in all racetracks. It's such a beautiful thing to watch. I wish there was an option just for a helicopter shot, because we don't have a good helicopter shot in F1.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful to watch the cars from above literally slaloming. It's like a multicolored snake. And what's happened to Lost Souls? Oh no, Lost Souls! Lost Souls lost it. I mean, and Melema gets his wish.
Safety car.
Melema gets his wish.
He will. Wow. He will be so. He's so lucky. He really is.
So
he's celebrating right now in that cockpit.
It's Melema. I want my champagne. I sound French now, trying to speak an Italian accent, which is not good.
So I think all these drivers are now going to pit and probably go on to the medium. You can get to the end of the medium tyres now.
True, but don't forget, having got drivers on penalties. It's gotta be. Sorry about that, guys.
Yeah,
People sending me invites all over the place. And there we go. Medium tyres for Melema. Everyone, look at Sanchevitz gone into softs.
Oh, okay.
Okay, you know, do you see what drives know a thing or two? This could be something for Sanchevitz.
I think he can get to the end on softs, just about. You will really be struggling
It's
at the
a
end of the
tight
race,
squeeze, though, isn't it?
Yeah, he'll be really struggling at the end of the race. I think he can get to the end on softs, though.
The people that stayed out at the moment is Jensen, Beast Task, IFR Joey and Nazareth. So both racing points of Red Bull and the Renault is stayed out on those hard tyres. Because they can't get to the end, but there's a bit of a tyre difference in grip.
Oh yeah, definitely they'll be defending for as Joey's in AI mode. Just noticed that on Nazareth, so Joey is in AI mode at the moment.
Yes, he is.
Another thing that the stewards need to look into as well.
Joe, you've been caught on camera. You're not supposed to be in AI mode. So get off AI mode, like now. I know you're trying to check race director, mate, but you're not supposed to do that as a driver.
Yeah. That is in the rules and regulations of SFR, unfortunately, that you are not allowed to be in AI mode at any point during the race. Now
Thank you, Joey. But unfortunately, you might get slightly penalised for that.
Leclerc is in AI mode as well.
Oh, Red Bull. Yeah,
so even though
he
got his penalty, that's why he got a penalty last week in Canada, because he went into AI mode, and he's just done it again here.
Oh, so Red Bull today, man. So Red Bull not having their own way today, aren't they?
No.
So right now, can the stewards be harsh? Can the stewards be harsh with their stripping Red Bull from this race?
Oh, well, as I said, Energy Dan did put in the driver's briefing, no corner cutting in qualifying. It's in disqualification, unfortunately.
So Red Bull, as a team together, the whole team could not only cost themselves championship points here for the constructors, they have pretty much cost themselves this race. Naughty, naughty Red Bull, that's what I would say. But Racing Point...
If these three do get a disqualification or a penalty of some sort, of Joey, Nazareth and Leclerc, because Nazareth did also cut the corners in qualifying, I didn't catch it, but I did see him do it, then Lazard would be on the podium in P3.
This is a great comment from Calvin. He says this: honestly, disappointed with amateur hour tonight. Shambles. Agreed. Agreed. This is GP1, man. So this is the Prime Division. They're supposed to be setting a prime example to any new people that's supposed to be arriving here in SFR. This is such a shame.
This is why these drivers is going towards GP1 mainly. You need to look at the driver's briefing and the rules and regulations of SFR, because we've seen so many of these incidents in just this race and qualifying. It's so disappointing from GP1, it really is.
I mean, GP4 read to the rules, GP3 read to the rules, GP2 read to the rules.
Vladimir.
Okay, only one then in GP3. Only one, but GP1 tonight, especially for Red Bull, is very, very shocking and disappointing.
Yeah, it is. It really is.
So, anyways, that's the Stewart's job. We are just commentary people. But the question is Red Bull going to be stripped from this race here in the French Grand Prix? We have to wait and see, but wait for Jensen. He is the lead safety car, so he has the main priority. He's on those hard tyres, so he can get to the end. Definitely can get to the end now, man. So since the fact we've been under the safety car for at least 2 to 3 laps, so those hard tyres will definitely get to the end now.
Yeah. Obviously they've stopped for, I think they were all on or softs or whatever. Obviously they can go to the end here.
So waiting for Jensen as he goes into second gear. Now he's about to apply the power. There he goes. Overtake mode on. Look at that. That's a supreme gets on for Jensen. He's not new. He's never new to it. Fair play to Jensen. Great restart from him. As we got Leclerc.
Second and Beast, so
Leclerc on the outside of Nazareth. Nazareth cuts the corner. Unfortunately, that's a penalty for him. As Leclerc's trying to make this medium tyres work, Nazareth forces him off the track, but looks like Leclerc is trying to get down to the inside of Nazareth. Side by side they go.
And remember, he's on a better tyre, so he should get this move done.
Side by side they go. Leclerc down the inside of Nazareth, and still side by side they go.
Nazareth and he spun out.
Ooh, that was close. But now we've got more action going down to the. Now we've got more action.
We've got three full of Lazard and Nazareth and Millima.
Oh, look at
Two
that!
different battles.
Oh my word! This is so close. Look at that! Look at Alpha formation. 2 and 2 through that long corner. Wow! Unreal racing. Oh wow! This is unbelievable.
Going down the outside.
Now did Fruitful cut the corner by getting on those positions? In my opinion, Mansell, he has to get those positions back.
I think he does as well, but obviously this is the game, not the FIA, so he can carry on if he wants to.
In my subjective opinion, there you go. The FIA has noticed. So Fruitful getting to position by going off the track, recurring him by a penalty. That's fair play for the game there, Mansell, to be fair. At least they banded that in. So, Zanchevitz trying to make the soft tyre work. Look at Jensen, 1.4 ahead of Beast Tass, in firm control in this race. As
now
we got
Lazard gets past Millima and Zanchevitz gets past his Nazareth.
So right now, Renault are slipping back behind now. So we got Racing Point 1 and 2, Red Bull 3 and 4. That's the top 4 right now, so it's a team versus team battle here. Leclerc is on the back of his teammate right now. Samad falling behind the moment. Well, it's not anymore because he's trying to get down the inside. As
the two teammates did make contact, but Leclerc didn't get the move done.
Let's go to Leclerc. And that, see how he's checking in. As Fruitful gets past Joey now. There is Leclerc. And as you go, the fastest laps are coming in now for the people that's on the softer tyre. Beast Tass still leads by 1.5 seconds, but look at Leclerc on the back of Beast Tass in the racing points. Beast Tass is going to have one hell of a job defending from Leclerc. He's got a little switchback move here. Beast Tass just holding on, but look at the tyre gripping difference between Leclerc and Beast Tass. As Leclerc goes down to the inside of Beast Tass, Jensen still leads, but Leclerc has gone past Beast Tass, and he will take second place away from the racing point. Pretty much all in vain, really, due to really obvious observations. Fruitful. Let's go to Lazard actually, because Lazard is all over Joey's backside at the moment. As Lazard down the inside of the Red Bull and trying to make it light work for him, side by side, almost inches for touching, and still side by side they go, round the left-hander, and Lazard gets the move round the outside of Joey there, beautiful move. As Mellema gets checked up behind Joey, Zanchevitz now looking very, very interested behind Mellema. Fruitful has gone past Beast Task for third. So much going on, Mansell.
Well, you know what GP1's like. I've said that before.
We said that before. Don't need to remind me twice. So, let's check in on Leclerc once more. He's on the back of Jensen now. This is for the lead of the race. In my mind, all in vain.
Looking at penalties now, Beast has. If they haven't got any penalties, he'll be up to P2.
So if he can just keep him in the island and not getting any penalties, he'll be just fine. Both Racing Point cars has done well today.
Yeah, P4 and P1, very good result in the construction points.
And look at
Melema goes down the inside of Joey.
And there you go, move completed.
Joey's trying to come back though, but...
So there's hard tyres of Joey's Red Bull not working well for him. What does that mean?
He's on wide, and that's going to give Sanchovic a chance.
You don't need to give Sanchovic any of invitation. Let's check in again on Leclerc because he's on the back of Jensen's Racing Point, and he's going down the outside of the Racing Point and gets the move completed. But if Jensen can stay within 3 seconds of Leclerc within these next few laps, he can still win this race outright. Oh, Beast Tass has got his penalty. Unlucky.
Oh.
Unlucky there for Beast Tass. Where's F1 Dobby? 11th place. He's really not enjoying his time in France as F1 Dobby today.
But again, he hasn't got a penalty. So if he keeps a penalty free, he could go up to like P8 or P6.
Does a Canada or something.
Yeah.
Lazard is... I'd say that Lazard is overtaking Beast Tass. So right now, Lazard did very well. Fruitful on the back of Jensen. I would say, if Fruitful can get past Jensen, and it can take on Leclerc, oh, for God's sake. Really? 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 Oh, God's sake.